let's talk about another AI feature that Atlassian has rolled out recently. In the last year or so, Atlassian has rolled out Atlassian Intelligence to help create automations to help your service team become a little bit more efficient. So automations in JSM, if you're not familiar with them, they help you create business rules for your project that help alleviate a lot of manual, repetitive work for your agents so they can focus on more of the value added part of the role, which is resolving your customers' problems. JSM automations are very flexible and easy to develop. There's no coding required in them whatsoever, even without the Atlassian intelligence. But with the AI feature, it's now easier to create an automation in your project. We just need to write a prompt on the automation screen, and Atlassian Intelligence will build the automation for us. Let's walk through an example here real quick. So let me get to the automation screen. These are all the automations that currently exist on our project, and we're going to click on this Create with AI button. So let's say we need to create an automation. Let's say the business case is that we have a manager and a project lead that want to know whenever a high priority ticket comes into the system. They want to get an email sent with them to them with all the information about the ticket. And we want the agent to know that this message has been sent to their manager. So I created this prompt here. When a ticket is created, if the priority of the created ticket is high or higher, then we would send an email to the project lead. Then we have here in the prompt what information we would include in this email message, name, description, and the requester, and a link to the service request. And then we would add a comment to the actual ticket that states email sent to project lead. So with this prompt, I'll click on preview rule to let it churn.
And while that's processing, there is one thing I want to point out here, Clever, with the automation areas. You'll see it took us away from it. That's okay. There is also options where it shows you templates of the automations that you can create as well below. You'll see here that this just kind of gives you some suggestions of automations that it will build that are basically already built in as a template. So that way, if you're not sure of an automation or you think you want something that's an automation, you can always look through these as well and add that to help extend your service desk.
Absolutely. So let's go check on the automation that was built for us. Yeah, we have a name. We already have a description built, which is better than most Jira admins. Let's walk through the step. So the condition is when an issue created, which tracks along with our prompt, a priority greater than or equal to high, which also tracks what we have in our prompt. And then we send the email. It uses smart values, which is a way for JSM to track variables that are dependent on your tickets or any information derived from that ticket. We have a subject line here created. We have the name, description, requester, and link to the issue. And we have all of that populated with their corresponding smart values. So we'll know that'll be correct. And then we are going to add a ticket to the issue that states the email was sent to the project lead. I think the only change we would want to do here is to make sure not to share that with the customer. And yeah, just like that, we have an automation built from a prompt. It's pretty reliable, always worth a manual review or two, as with any AI generated code or AI generated content. But I mean, this would take me at least 15 minutes to do by myself. I mean, just looking up the smart values alone. So it's crazy that, Atlassian Intelligence can just rev it up in a few seconds. I mean, personally, I think that's the most impressive use of AI within the Atlassian ecosystem right now.
Yeah, it's a time saver for sure.